Yeah, our upcoming session is Emerging Trends in Family Business Management. As we all know, family businesses are the backbone of global economy, contributing significantly to growth, employment, and innovation. Yet these businesses face a unique set of challenges, balancing tradition with modernization, blending family values with professional practices, and navigating the complexities of succession and legacy. Besides Ullas Kamath, are there any other experts we should consider inviting as a speaker for this topic? It's a question for you. Say no, don't shake your head. Yes, my answer is also no. Because Ullas has the expertise and he will do justice to this special topic. Today we are thrilled to have Ullas with us, an esteemed expert in family business management who will delve into some of the most critical trends reshaping this sector. Ullas has been in the forefront of guiding family businesses and bringing a wealth of insights that will inspire and challenge us to think differently. Over to you, Ullas.
Thank you. Lunch is ready. And this is the most toughest time to talk when the lunch is ready, not because you are hungry, but I am hungry. So we need to have lunch on time, probably 20-25 minutes. And whatever the presentation I have, it's not required now because that will take 45 minutes. So instead of that, I just talk based on whatever the inputs I have got so far. My topic is family managed business, the future. And most of the family managed business are MSMEs. And MSMEs are the past, present, and future of any economy, not necessarily what we are talking about, UK or US or Germany. Every place you see, the MSMEs are the past, present, and future, and most of the MSMEs are family-owned, family-managed, or a bit of professionally managed companies. So no way that startup can compete with MSMEs. Impossible, and it will never be possible. Startups don't have a heart. They have great brains. They don't have a heart. They recruit the people when they want. They sack the people when they don't want. MSMEs, family managed ones, are different. They recruit the people when somebody needs a job. Borrowing the money also, they pay their salaries. During the COVID time, it's the big companies who sack the people. It's the big companies who reduce the scale of operations. It is the small companies who borrowed the money, pledging their jewelry, pledging their property, and they paid the salary. They never cut anybody's salaries as far as the family managed business are concerned. And that's why countries grow, and that's why countries always thrive on MSMEs. So we need to put our act together. How do we make these MSMEs to grow and grow and grow? Because if they don't grow, country will not grow for sure. Because of the startups, country is not growing. I'm sorry to say that. Startups are disruption to the existing setup. The definition of a startup is any product or service which is better than the existing one, is cheaper than the existing one, it is different than the existing one, it is using the technology, it is scaling up, it appeals to the local people, it appeals to the global people. Only then, according to me, they qualify as a startup. So you need to be. आवाज नहीं आ रहा है? नहीं आ रहा है? ऐसा करने का है? So should I start again, all over again, or it's okay? Yeah, the startup and the MSMEs, the two big things, cannot marry together. The marriage will not survive. Because startup works on a balance sheet, MSME works on the P&L. Startups works on the capital, which don't have to be given back ever in your life. Whereas MSMEs borrows the money, you need to pay the principal, you need to pay the interest, and some of the MSMEs, they don't pay the interest because that is their principal, and in their own interest, they don't pay ever principal. That's how they become NPAs. But still, they are there. So MSMEs have to go to a bank. Startups have to go to 314 or 414, 514 or 614. And Pranav Pai, I'm a big fan of his. You should know that he sees 8,000 applications every year. He invests in 15 companies. He sees 8,000 startups every year, and he invests in 15 best companies according to him. And what happens to the balance 7,985 is God only and help them. So numbers are great, and numbers are not so great for us to see that tomorrow I become a startup and I become a millionaire. You can, but how long, we don't know. But business is all about land, building, machinery, people, manufacturing, work in progress, opening stock, closing stock, quality, rejection, assurance, procurement, bank loan, CC limit, term loan, and employee welfare, canteen, coffee, tea, breakfast, 8 hours. That is the real business. People should know about it. It is not that somebody eats, somebody pays, somebody delivers, and somebody gets listed at $12 billion market price. While it is true, but that business is somebody is cooking, somebody is eating, somebody is getting listed at $12 billion is somewhere. We are happy because they are an Indian company. But person who is taking the masala dosa is sweating still. Person who has eaten that masala dosa in 35 minutes time, he has paid for everything. Even though they don't make money, still we think they're the $12 billion enterprise company. So we can coexist, but we cannot marry. So that is the first takeaway. The second one is that family managed businesses are in such a problem now, it's not going to the second generation. The data is clear. From first generation to second generation, only 30% is going. That means your children taking your business, chances is only 30%. Your grandchild taking the business is only 3%. If at all, if you have a grandchild has a child, it is less than 1% chances that they have a child, and less than 1% chance that the business will go to them, because fertility rate in Karnataka has come down to 1.7. 1.7 is the fertility rate, and replacement rate is 2.1, 2.2. In Kerala, it is 1.65. So in Bangalore, despite giving the work from home, people are not producing the children enough. And Karnataka and Kerala will be the senior citizen state by 2050. Average age will be upward of 50. So you will be seeing every of your friend in the working and not in working, because everybody will be retired by that time, and your children will be there in some part of the other part of the world. So the numbers are not that great to look at, but you need to be very clear that if the family managed business do not survive, then we have a big question mark. Why is that big question mark? Karnataka alone produces 21 lakh graduates every year. Karnataka alone produces 21 lakh graduates every year. Are we creating 21 lakh jobs every year? Or they should be doing the Swiggy Zomato job? Is a big question to be asked. Most of the time when the people come to your door to deliver Zomato and Swiggy, you see the packet, you don't see the face. Please ask that person, what's your name, from where you are from, and what's the education you have done. You will find it difficult to eat the food what they have brought to you, because they're all graduates. They're all working for 16 hours. They're doing that odd jobs here, odd jobs there. And it's our responsibility to ensure that they are paid well. And they cannot be paid well by doing this delivery job forever in life. A 5-year experienced Swiggy person or a 15 years old experience, there's no difference, because they need to say, yes, I'll pick up the order, deliver the order, and press once again. That's all the experience they get, and they need to follow the route what Swiggy tells or Zomato says, and they can't go to any other route. They don't know the customer name, they don't know anything. And this is what they do 5 years, 10 years, you can imagine what the life will be for them. While it's very important they create the job, but the job do not have upgradation. Job can be only upgrade that can we deliver in 5 minutes faster. Maybe another 3 minutes faster. Maybe another 1 minute faster. That's the only upgradation you can have there. So that is one big thing we need to question. We need to answer. Then we will see the country-wise. In the era in which we are in the country today, rich becoming richer, middle class staying middle class, and poor becoming poor and depend on government goodies. Whether you like it or not, that's the way how we have gone by the last 10, 15 years. Right or wrong, I don't know, but that's the fact. The fact is, rich is becoming richer. Bangalore's per capita income is 3,46,000 as of last year. The richest city in the country, it is not Mumbai, it is not Delhi, it is not Chennai, it is not Hyderabad, it is Bangalore city, it is 3,46,000 average per capita income. We are the richest city. But if you take the Koramangala out, we'll become the poorest city. Because it's an average. Average don't identify where Koramangala is. Average is divided by 1.4 crore. And if all the Koramangala people, if they go to Singapore, Bangalore becomes the poorest city. So you need to identify that. The law of average will not fail, but law of average will not give the data the way how you want to interpret the data. So, takeaway is that for our youngsters who are sitting there, 90% of them come because the teachers are told that go there, you get some credit. Otherwise, Saturdays, they don't work. Saturday, don't study. Saturday, they should not be here. They should be in the Brigade Road. They should be in a Residency Road. They should be in a Church Street. That's where the Church Street, lots of things are happening. And that's the way how the world is. If you want to know, there are more than 3,000 pubs in Bangalore. That's why it's called pub capital of the world. And I'm sure that most of the kids here, they don't go there, but then why are they opening then? Now, Bangalore has also said that now pubs and restaurants can open from 5 a.m. to 1 a.m. 5 a.m. till 1 a.m. So you know that this is to facilitate the people who will work extra hours. An Indian context, if you are extremely happy, you drink. If you are extremely sad, you need to drink. You are very, very busy, you need to drink. You don't have any work, then what else you do? You have lots of money, you need to spend on that only. If you don't have any money, that's the time you call your friends. That's what we call the moderation usage of liquor in this country. Our youths are spending up to 35% of their earning towards these good habits that should go away. That becomes their savings. Our youths are spending 8 hours on social media for this and for this and for this. And they lose sleep, they get sleep because of that. And Pranav has told that how the number looks like. It's the scary numbers. You are driven by your handheld device than your own brain. Most of the children don't apply their mind because that artificial intelligence, they think that they're smarter than them and they go by what the majority of the WhatsApp users are saying, the social media is saying, everybody says that you look good, then they look good. But they don't see the mirror that they really look good. Somebody has to say that you look good. If they don't, then there is a problem. So this is the era in which job creation is a problem. Startup is definitely going to stay here. MSME are having their own issues. And MSME wants to grow, but I am telling them they cannot grow because their mindset is that they cannot grow. And most of the people are saying that this is the way to grow the MSME, that's the way to go to MSME. They are all good in paper, but it's not practical. I'll tell you why. Most of the small scale industry take birth as small scale, they die as small scale. Most. Very rarely people start as a middle scale and they go towards the large scale. And the large scale, they come as a large scale, they live as a large scale, and they go as a large scale all over the world. I don't think that Adani started as a small scale industry. He started as a large industry and became the real world's one of the powerhouse, right? So somewhere the small and medium enterprise thinking that, oh, from small we can become medium. It is as good as saying that my 2-bedroom house, I make it as a 3-bedroom house. I make 4-bedroom house. Only the rooms become smaller. You need to go to and build another house of 3-bedroom or 4-bedroom or 5-bedroom. That is called shifting from small to the medium. You can't say, I'll make adjustment here. You cannot do that. If you have a 30-40 site or 40-60 site, you can't build 50-80 site worth property there. It's not possible. So you need to know that I'm small scale, I'm doing well. Now let me build on a medium scale and go outside the comfort zone and build one and build few and build many. Then you are growing. Otherwise you are not growing. And my family managed business and MSMEs don't believe in talent. They don't believe in paying for the talent. They want yes masters. They want everybody around them to say that, sir, you are God. Sir, because of you, my family is working. He is very happy. Sir, where you get all these ideas, sir? He is extremely happy. Sir, people like you know, sir, we need country needs like you, sir. He is very, very happy. If somebody asks him the question, sir, your thinking is useless, sir. You don't get increment also, probably you might go home also. So they don't expect any of their employees most of the times to tell them that what you are doing is wrong. So naturally, they do not hire the people who bring in some intelligence in the organization. And where do they get the people from? They hire the people not from a campus because there's no space in the campus, because first rung people will go to MNCs, the second rung will go to the Indian MNCs, third rung will go to the best of the consulting companies, the fourth rung will go to the startup, and the remaining people only you can hire them. So instead, they have nice way of saying that, anybody who wants an accountant's job, they can come to me. Or the neighbor's daughter's friend will say, okay, he's passed his BCom, can I get a job? Okay, come to the office, come to the office. They have built it. And if they have built with these kind of resources, if they have built 30% of India's GDP, imagine that if they were to hire the best of the talent, they'll have built 60% of the GDP. Now the talent is in MNCs, talent is there in Indian MNCs, talent is there in startups. But if that talent were to be there in the family managed business, probably will have gone to the next level. So my first recommendation to the family-owned people are that, business are that, please hire talent, and they don't come cheap. You need to hire the best of the talent and pay them well, and they will definitely take the company to the next level. And do not get the extraordinary people. They are very expensive. Just get an ordinary people, ask them to do some extra work, and they become extraordinary at some point in time, and give them. And you don't need experienced people. You need the people who wants to learn. You need to hire from such kind of people that I don't know, but I learn. And that kind of people are far better to own rather than some experienced people. And value system and cultural fit is very, very important. Most of the times in the past, before demonetization, before GST, and before all these new regulations came, people used to be on the left side, right side of the law. But today, if you are on the right side of the law, you win. If you are on the wrong side of the law, you lose. So do not try to plan anything wherein the government will come back with you with the 30% notice rather than paying now 18% GST. It is better to pay. Finally, as that there are no jobs for the youngsters, the few will definitely get the job, but all will not get the job. That's also for sure, because country needs 1 million jobs per month, and we have a backlog of 5 years. We need 1 million jobs per month, and backlog is 5 years. So by the time you finish your graduation or post-graduation, which is something very, very difficult to predict that will you get a job immediately. So self-employment is the best employment. Second one is that education may not play a prominent role in businesses going forward. Education may not. If you are a graduate and if you are a postgraduate, difference is you are 2 years older for a businessman. And you think that a businessman will use your post-graduation theory skill in my practical business? Impossible. By the time you realize that it will be 5 years, you are already older. So somewhere you need to take a decision what is important for you and what you need to do. And get the first job and get going with that. Don't scout around for the job. First job is the best job. And join a small company for a better position rather than joining a big company for a smallest of the position. It makes the difference. In a small company, you are allowed to do a lot of things together. In a big company, you'll be given a space to do a little work of that particular big company. Like, for example, if you join Infosys today, chance of you become the CEO will be there in the next life. Because 225,000 people are there in front of you, and they are also as intelligent as you are. But if you join a small IT company today with 150 employees, chance of you becoming a CEO and build another Infosys is very, very high in the next 25 years. So you need to know where to go, how to go, and how to get about it. And self-employment is the best employment. And have good habits, no drinking, no smoking. If you're literate, please read in the box of the cigarette, it says injurious to health. If you don't care, nobody will care for you. Second, 35% money putting into the liquor company will do extremely well. If you want to invest, like Pranav says, invest in liquor company stock. But it affects your health. Third one, don't go away from the parents. The more you go away from the parents, you will get less wisdom of life. The parents will teach you how to behave when you are down. When you are successful, you don't need anybody. And finally, if you are a failure in your life, don't take it to your heart. If you are successful, don't take it to your head. Whatever goes up, comes down. Whatever has come down, it will go up at some point in time. So you need to keep on going forward and forward and forward, make mistake, learn from the mistake, make mistake, learn from the mistakes. And if anybody says that they never made a mistake in their life, they have never taken any decision in their life. Got it? So, lunchtime. So thank you very much, and any questions you have, you can always ask Saraswat Chambers to get connected with me, and more than happy, and my passion is to educate the entrepreneurs, saying that what they're doing is not right. My job is to tell the students that you don't get a job, become an entrepreneur, and my job is to the government to tell that have MSME great policies for all the state, and for me, investors, I'm saying that please invest the money in MSMEs also. Don't just get fancied or just fall in love only with the startups and try to see. I always say the startup is a love marriage and MSME investment is arranged marriage. So if at all, if you want to fall in love, you fall in love, but have some arranged marriages here and there, invest the money in MSMEs, and that's what I do, and that's what I like to do. And please, please, please help MSMEs to grow and grow and grow, because they are 30% of India's GDP, and they are about 65% of the job creation, what they've done. And anybody is giving a job creator is Annadata. We need to respect that. We need to respect that. They're all Annadatas in this country. We should respect them, and thank you very much.
Thank you, not just for the talk, and saving the time also.
Ullas means always inspiring, and whether you got inspired, yes. But we are unfortunate that we could not give him much time. So next session, opening bat, this time also I told to make opening batting by Ullas Kamath only. He only told that I will come 2 down or 3 down. So opening batting had he made, it would have been better, but Pranav Pai made it very nicely. So next we are going to put bigger this with under his mentorship. Do you want his session? Yes. Then why you don't clap? Okay. May I call upon CA Siddharth Sinkar, founder, director, our Saraswat Chamber, and Mr. Lakshmi Narayan, former CGM of Canara Bank, and Mr. Gigi Shenai, please to come and do the honors for our CA.K. Ullas Kamath.
I request the dignitaries to stay back and honor Sri Lakshmi Narayan, the former CGM of Chief General Manager of Canara Bank.